Look at the aisle. Bright lights, full shelves, clean floors. It feels like safety. It feels like abundance. Like civilization is permanent. Now watch the lie fail. The lighting flickers, warm turns to cold, and the fruit on the shelf collapses in time lapse. Cardboard boxes soften, sag, then crumble like they were never real. This is the supermarket illusion. You are standing in a concrete box that produces absolutely nothing. If you believe the shelves stay full by default, you die of that belief. Not from drama, from math. Most people think cities are self-sustaining. The science says otherwise. A modern city is not an organism. It is a patient on life support. It requires a continuous intravenous drip of diesel fuel, trucking routes, warehouses, and scheduling software. When that drip stops, cyber attacks, civil unrest, grid failure, fuel shortage, the city doesn't run low, it becomes a necrotic zone, a dying organ cut off from the body. So we analyze starvation geography. 5 U.S. cities that are mathematically designed to starve first. Not because of politics, because of physics. And you need to know if you are living inside one of these traps or inside the blast radius. But first you need the mechanism. The reason any city can flip from normal to famine in a weekend. Just-in-time logistics, JIT. Corporate efficiency experts call it lean inventory. Survivalists call it suicide. Grocery stores do not have real back rooms anymore. The warehouse is the truck on the highway. The average city has about 3 days of food on the shelves. 72 hours between order and anarchy. When trucks stop moving, the isolation coefficient kicks in. How hard is it to get new calories in after panic begins? After roads choke, after theft rises, after fuel becomes guarded? For most places, it's difficult. For these 5, it's close to impossible. Number 5, Miami. Geography is destiny, and Miami sits at the bottom of a 400-mile cul-de-sac. In collapse, there is only one direction that functions: north. 6 million people trying to funnel into 2 major highways. That becomes the world's largest parking lot within hours. Not inconvenience, immobilization. To the east, the Atlantic. To the west, the Everglades. Swamp, mud, water, mosquitoes. A green wall that eats the unprepared. To the south, the Keys. A dead end with bridges that can be closed or clogged. When the supply trucks stop coming down the peninsula, Miami becomes a cage. High density means depletion is fast, not weeks, days. Number 4, Las Vegas, a city that biologically speaking should not exist. Vegas has near zero local agriculture. It has zero water pressure without electric pumps. It is built on imported resources and constant power. This is the caloric mirage. When the grid dies, air conditioning stops. Water stops, food stops, heat kills quietly. First you sweat, then you stop sweating, and that's the danger because your cooling system just failed. Confusion follows, then collapse. The desert doesn't care about your politics. It reclaims Vegas in days, not weeks. Number 3, Los Angeles, the basin effect. Millions of people in a desert bowl. The threat here isn't only traffic, it's the water heist. LA pumps its lifeblood over hundreds of miles, over mountains, through vulnerable infrastructure. In civil collapse, the rural communities at the source face a choice. Send water to the dying city or keep it to grow their own food. They will choose their crops. LA will die of thirst before it dies of hunger. Then the fires begin. Number 2, New York City. Density is the weapon here. You're stacking 8 million competitors on an archipelago of islands. When the power fails, elevators stop. A high-rise becomes a vertical coffin. You cannot haul water up 40 flights day after day. Your legs burn, your grip fails, and every gallon you move costs calories you can't replace. Waste doesn't go down, sanitation fails. Then disease follows. Escape is a fantasy. Bridges and tunnels are choke points, and choke points get sealed to contain unrest. You are trapped on an island with 3 days of food and 8 million predators. Number 1, Honolulu. The most dangerous place to be when global logistics stutter, is an island that imports its life. Hawaii imports 98% of its goods. 98%. 1 million people on a rock in the middle of the Pacific, dependent on maritime trade that can stop for reasons far beyond your horizon. If war, cyber attack, or fuel disruption stops container ships, Hawaii doesn't tighten its belt. It reverts instantly. But unlike the ancient Polynesians, most of the modern population does not know how to fish or farm at scale. It becomes a prison surrounded by water. There is nowhere to run. Now a warning for everyone in the suburbs thinking this list doesn't matter because you don't live in these cities. You are wrong. When these cities starve, they don't sit still and accept death. They migrate. This is the Golden Horde. A wave of desperate, starving humans moving outward in a blast radius of 50 to 100 miles. They strip the suburbs like locusts. They consume every calorie, every drop of water, every gallon of fuel, until the caloric cost of movement exceeds the calories found. If you live near a calorie sink, a dense city that cannot feed itself, you are not watching a crisis. You are the resource they are coming for. Now the part that matters, what you do with this information. A city is a machine that turns energy into civilization. When the energy stops, the machine breaks, and the city becomes a tomb. Look at the map. Do the math. If you are inside the trap, your only survival strategy is leaving before panic. Not during panic. If you are near the trap, your strategy is to harden your perimeter and become uninteresting. And no, that doesn't mean be cruel. It means understand the physics of hunger. Hunger turns good people into wolves. Survival isn't about hope, it's about geography and timing and respecting supply chains like their oxygen. The world is fragile. If you want to be ready before the shelves turn to dust, stay with mortal logic.